This speaker right here has seen better days, but I've never thrown this. Mousetrap gang, what is up, man? It is your boy. Let me turn this up a little bit because okay, here we go. Mousetrap gang, what's good, man? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Mouse, and it feels like I haven't made a video or talked to you guys in like almost like a few days. It's already Tuesday, and we dropped yesterday's video, but yesterday's video was actually recorded Saturday and Sunday, I think, and then some of yesterday too. But you know, that's in the past, and we are in the present, man. So big shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate everything, all the views, the likes, you supporting the campaign, man. I know that you guys rock with your boy Mouse. Before we actually get started, man, help your boy out. We are on the road to 1K subscribers on my other channel, Mousetrap TV. Mousetrap TV is just basically where I'm going to be posting all the the racing, the drifting, the burnouts, car shows, and like all that stuff. Here at this channel, we're just gonna keep it strictly car audio. You see what I'm saying? But you know, if you guys like car audio, you definitely like cars, and who doesn't like to see some burnouts? Maybe sometimes, you know, stuff that goes viral. You know, go check that channel out, man. You won't be disappointed. Nothing but hot whips from the state of Florida and everywhere I go, man. So make sure to go hit subscribe to Mousetrap TV. The link is in the description of this video, as well as my Instagrams. But the first link is the link to Mousetrap TV, man. So go hit that subscribe button, help your boy out, man. Let's get to 1K and watch the videos, man. They're pretty good stuff. I know you guys will like it. I'm actually like cleaning because these kids go back to school tomorrow, and tomorrow we start World Car Audio War 3 or 4, whatever you want to call it, man. Tomorrow we start our war. We got to stay focused. We got some deadlines we got to meet, so we're going to start working, and we have so much stuff to do because we have to go to the base car audio contest September 17th, I think, in Plant City or Dover, Florida. And we got this other car show that we are going to attend to, and then we got the Florida Classics that we need to get ready for everything. What's up, big dog? The guy cutting the grass over there. So we have like so much work to do. I actually tried to get other people, if they wanted me to work on their cars, I tried to get them this week because this was going to be the only week that I could actually work on some cars other than mine. But we can't do that because, man, we got to stay on track. We got to try to make it on to these shows because we're trying to, you know, elevate. We're trying to, you know, network and, you know, get around and be known out there. You know, YouTube already seen our videos, TikTok's already seen our videos, so it's now time for people to really see what we got, and we're gonna do that by getting these builds done, going to these streets, and letting everybody know. These are the things as I was cleaning out a couple bins. These are some of the things that we actually came across that some of it we're gonna use and some of it we're not gonna use. So I'm gonna explain to you what we got and what it's gonna be used for. Okay, so started off, we actually have a Pioneer radio. It does have front, rear, and sub outputs. I do have the harness. It's actually, this radio came out of my other Trailblazer that I'm going to convert into a burnout truck. But that car is not going to do no radio, no speakers or anything in it. So we're actually going to save this radio because we're going to save this radio, and I'll tell you right now where we're going to use it as we go. So next we have some tweeters, you know, Selenium tweeters. These are pretty good. I think they still work. If not, I know like these you can change out the diaphragm in them. But these tweeters, we're actually going to use these and put them for underneath the front of the Silverado whenever we do the build, because we are going to put maybe 2 8s or 2 10s or 4 8s underneath the front of the truck and put 2 tweeters along with it, so we can have some voice outside it, so it's like directional. So if like you're standing in front of the truck, you actually hear voice. But I don't really like to point them like where the radiator's at, because we still need airflow for the radiator. So I feel like sound works best when it's like bouncing off of something. Look, there's always something going on in this neighborhood. So I feel sound works best when it's bouncing or reflecting off of something. So we're gonna fire those things down so they can reflect off the ground and, you know, sound pretty good, so we just don't hear like the cone distortion and stuff like that. It's gonna sound really good. So that's what we're gonna use these tweeters for. This DS18 tweeter is actually my friend's. He actually left it here, so he's gonna have to come pick this up. We have these LED tube lights that we were gonna put inside the bed, but we're doing strips, so we'll find somewhere to put these lights. Of course, we have our remotes for TVs that I had. These are if you want to add an extra, you know, subwoofer to your car. We'll probably be using this in my niece's car because she's going to keep her factory radio. I'm not going to put nothing too crazy in it because we are going to put a Walmart sound system in it, but you know, we can use this guy. A quick, you know, green LED light. I think I had this when I was starting to build my truck, and I never got to put it in because the Trailblazer is green, but it's going to get converted to red. So stay tuned for that build and subscribe. Next, we have some switches that we probably will use in our center console for the Silverado build. So we can use the lights, these switches, to turn like lights, outside speakers, fans, you know, etc., etc. So these will be good to use. We have these terminal cups. I'll probably use these in my niece's build for the sound system in the Chrysler 300 that we're going to do from Walmart. We're going to buy Walmart speakers and we're going to build a sound system. We're going to put those comps or those Pioneers. Maybe we'll do the Pioneers just to prove a point that they can sound good if the box is built right. In a 4th order, firing forward, port through the armrest. So stay tuned for that video as well. So subscribe, man, because we got a lot of stuff coming up. This was a power board that I was going to use in the center console of my Trailblazer too. It lights up green and everything. Look at all that stuff. It's already pre-wired. These are pretty badass. So we're just going to hold on to this guy because we could use it in a future build. Now we have a JLW6. So it is damaged right here, but the sub still works. So it'll probably work for a good little minute. So what I'm actually going to do with this guy and this guy, I don't know if you ever seen those side-by-side power wheels that they got for kids. Well, I actually want to buy I think they sell a red or a blue one. So I actually want to buy one of those side-by-sides, and we're going to put that W6 in there along with the radio and maybe like 2 6s and 2 tweeters for my son, because I want him to be out here, you know, jamming, you know, enjoying himself a little bit, but more you know, for the classics, you know what I'm saying, because that some people do take stuff like that out there. So we need to get my son out there flexing, stunning too, like me. So we're going to build him a nice little car audio installation with it, you know, with that one W6 and the radio and like 2 6s, nice fiberglass painted red. You know, we're going to make it look really nice, and we're going to add probably like an extra battery so it'll get those motors working good, so it doesn't lack on speed for that thing, because it is going to get weighed down because of the weight of the sub and the box and stuff like that. But we're going to make it as much as lightweight as possible, but we'll see how it goes. The speaker does have a dent in it, so we can either do like the speaker firing down, so where you see the magnet, or we can get those grills that JL Audio sells and just stick it on top so you never see it, and it'll still look pretty good. Next, we have a lot of speaker rings. These are actually tweeters. These actually, they probably fit these guys right here. You see? These are meant for like Selenium trios. Perfect fit. So these things are pretty badass. And of course, we have our 6-inch rings that we routed out the other day to get a replica of them. So these are going to stay. These are going to stay. We have a Jvc Amp. I mean, this is nothing too crazy. I don't know what we could probably use this I just don't like to throw stuff away, so it's just been with me for almost like 6 years. When we do my son's Power Wheels installed, I mean, they sell amps that are probably like the size of like this guy right here. So you know, we'll be using that probably like a nice 6-channel. Doesn't need too much crazy stuff because it's more for looks other than sound, but it's still gonna sound good and be. So I actually skipped the Memphis crossover. So this Memphis crossover right here, Memphis Audio, off the bat, man, Memphis Audio, man, good stuff, very good stuff. It is like this, you know what I'm saying? Memphis Audio, man. I remember the first time I heard Memphis Audio, this guy had this Tahoe. He had 1212 of the HPOs, I think that's what they were called. Man, with a, I think it was like, man, I forgot what line amp it was, but listen, man, he had a 1200 for every 2, and there was like 6 amps in it just for bass on 1212s and a Chevy Tahoe. Jamming, guys, jamming. Like that thing, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like that thing was really loud. And this was when I was in middle school. This was probably like 1995 or something like that. So we are going to actually use this crossover because when you do PRV amps, they don't have like the tri mode, like that switch to do like high, full, or low. They just have like the knob where you can, you know, play with it to get what you want. But we're going to use this guy because it actually does have like high pass and, you know, all that stuff. So we're going to use this guy right here to filter out so we don't get that much mid bass going into these speakers, although we're looking for a strong heavy mid bass, but you know, adjusting it and putting these crossovers in it never hurt. You know, we're just going to test it out and see what it does. Eventually we probably will buy that PRV crossover, or what do they call it? Man, what, I forgot what's the word of it. The signal processor, I think that's what they call it, to like filter out a lot of that stuff, man. But that Memphis Audio, it should do the trick because it used to be on another customer's car that I did. He just gave it to me because we upgraded amps, but it had Sony amps in it that didn't have a high pass and only had a full range. And with that guy right there, we were able to filter out a lot of the bass out, so it played a good, you know, sound through it for the mids and highs. But you know, this guy's gonna stay in the fleet with us. Okay, these are actually gonna be one of the mids that's going in the Silverado. I gotta, you know, suck it out with the vacuum, or you know, a little tricks that I got to pull the cone out. But other than that, it is a brand new speaker. It hasn't even been put in. It's smashed in because through time it's just been like laying in the room or stacked up on some stuff, and you know, the kids standing on stuff. I mean, you got kids, so you already know what happens with that stuff. So we're gonna get it fixed, but there's a brand new one inside here. But these are actually pretty good because these are like mid-bass speakers. You see what I'm saying? Like mid-bass. So these will actually be working good when we do our tailgate with the mid-bass speakers in it. And I do have an EV audio that's going to go along with it. So these things are going to bang heavy. And we're going to put these in a ported box, guys. Like these are going to be ported box, so we feel that mid-bass when we're jamming out there. But that's not going to be done till November time for the Florida Classic, man. So like I said, man, stay tuned. We got a lot of heavy content, car audio content, man, that we're going to be doing that's official. You know what I'm saying? After tomorrow, these kids go back to school, man, I have all these days, everything by myself. I don't have to worry about interruptions, dropping off kids, taking off here. Everybody's going to be in school doing their job, and I'm going to be here at the trap getting my job done to make sure I bring you guys these fire videos and getting these cars done. So man, we put it on for the Mousetrap gang. Now these bad boys right here, Diamond Audio 212s. These are just as equivalent to like JLW3s. These were actually a brand that was out during like my high school times, and I mean, these subs are actually pretty badass and they hold some power. They've only been played probably like for a month's worth of work, and you know, here they are just still on the bench. You know what I'm saying? They've only seen probably like a good month of beating. They've never been abused, nothing. The only thing, like you see like this terminal right here, but that can get fixed. You see like I had put this thing in here, but that's why the guy took them out and he just bought new ones and we put it in there, and you know, he just told me I could keep them. You know, it's sometimes, you know, people when I do their system, they'd be like, man, just keep it, you know. So I'd be like, all right, you know, I'm sure I can find use for them someday. So we're pretty much in a cleaning mode, man. We're trying to get all this stuff out of here. Not really out of here, but just organize and know what we got. because we were fixing to order stuff, and the last thing that I want is just keep stacking stuff up, man, you know, because it's about to go down, man. It's definitely about to go down. So we've been missing in action, not because I don't have nothing to do, but you know, man, we just been trying to get all these kids everything that they need for their school. School starts tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, so school starts Wednesday, and I just got to make sure that every single kid had got what they needed. We went shopping yesterday for last minute stuff and just concentrated and focusing that they got everything they want, man, you know, because the kids come before anything. We just had to make sure that they were straight. Now that I know that they're 1,000 and we can actually get back to big dog stuff here at this channel. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today, guys, man. I really do appreciate you guys bearing with your boy, man, and these times that I have to get stuff done for these kids. Bearing with me on these installs, man, and definitely watching these videos, man, because, you know, I try to put the best content that I can out for you guys. You guys are awesome. You've seen that yesterday's video. If you guys watched it, we are official, man. We are an official Mousetrap LLC, man. So plenty of badass stuff's coming our way. We're making it happen. We're putting the work in. You guys are putting the work in, and we're here as a team. Some comments, hit that like, man, subscribe to this channel, and definitely subscribe to the Mousetrap TV. Link is in the description of the video, man. And drop some comments, man. Watch some videos, man. Help your boy out, man. And with that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow, because we are going to be grinding and working, man. Peace.